like a couple reunion shows in New York, and I'll miss them all, of course.
Are we live now?
Yeah, we're live now. But
oh, we're live.
I didn't. We can do whatever we want.
You were trying to do like the organic, like we've been talking for a while, and we're gonna listen.
This song just came on. We're at a dance party now.
Oh, okay.
But
have you ever heard of those dance parties in the city where you go? It's like a silent dance party where you put on your headphones and everybody sings.
I saw that at Gumball, I think, one year.
Probably the whitest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
You think that's an overused phrase when you're like, that's the whitest thing ever?
I think they just mean...
Do you think only white people use that? Do you think that phrase is the whitest thing ever?
Yeah, well, did you see that thing where there was like a protest? I don't want to get into it, never mind.
What were you going to say? Something that was going to upset
No,
me?
this girl was like, speaking at a protest, she's like, I'm nervous, there's a lot of white people here. And there was like a
was she white?
No, she was Latino. There was a little laugh, and she goes, no, I'm serious, that's not a joke. And then it was about the shooting thing, and she was like, oh, it's good all you LGBTers come out when there's a shooting.
Oh, so this was recent?
Yeah, it was in Missouri.
Okay, then I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. But it was the crowd was like, shut up, and it was like I don't know, you know how it goes.
Wow, that sounds awful.
Well, she was like being rude.
Okay, I don't know the details of this.
Yeah. What's this shirt you're wearing?
This is what I slept in last night. Can we turn the music down?
Yeah.
Can you ID the song like a real DJ?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're DJs. You know, this is a music show.
So this is Rainer Maria from the album A Better Version of Me.
How do you spell that? Rainer Maria.
Rainer, like the poet Rainer Maria Rilke, Rainermaria, who let's pause this. He has that great book Letters to a Young Poet, where he writes. He might be a homoerotic. He writes letters to a young poet.
I love homoerotic.
She's German. Anyway, guys, welcome to Peter and Pals, the podcast, Orlando's #1 gay podcast.
Episode 666. The devil is visiting us today.
I'm Peter's pal Mike, and to my left, as always, is
Peter himself.
Young Peter. Welcome.
Young? I'm still young.
YUNG.
That's right.
That's what we call it. Guys, it's 8:35 in the AM. Actually, that's not true. The clock on my computer's wrong.
What is it? 9:35?
It's 9:35. Yeah.
I'm still waking up. I've got my blessed as a man of faith coffee mug.
Irony at its finest.
Irony, because I'm drinking coffee and that's a sin.
Yeah, that's right. Bless me, Father, for I have not had any caffeine.
I'm wearing what I slept in last night right now, and I still look better than you.
That's not...
It's true.
I went to get coffee this morning. I put on a pair of Champion... what are these called?
They look like capri pants.
No, I pull them up because my calves are huge and they don't fit the... Look at that.
Ah,
So it looks cool. These are the workout pants in my classic Luke's Lobster sleeveless t-shirt.
Yeah.
New York City represent.
I feel like I would really like you to give me a lesson on how to tear off your sleeves like that.
Oh, it's easy.
Because all of my sleeveless shirts, I have one that looks like a straight man sleeveless shirt. And, like, gays love that. That's great. So all my other tanks look super gay. And I want you to give me...
I saw you in a tank on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. That's my, like, manly one. The one with rips in it.
Yeah.
Those were, like...
You wearing a headband?
Those were, like, strategically placed rips to make me look, like, manly.
The first secret is to... Oh, that's a WWE shirt. The first secret is to not cut the sleeve off.
You knew this was a WWE. Why did you ask what shirt it was? If you
I didn't know. I just read the logo.
So it's WWE. Do you know what wrestler this is?
I don't know.
These are the Wyatt brothers.
Is that a sheep?
Yeah, it's a lamb. One of them wears a lamb's mask. They're from the Bayou. The storyline is they're from the Bayou, and they're into Satanism.
Oh, of course.
And voodoo.
That's perfect.
They have the best entrance in wrestling history. They come out, and the lights are all dark, and they just have one lantern, and then they blow out the lantern. We're here. And they whisper, "We're here." And I kind of always thought...
Wait, all the lights are out? It's like super dark.
All the lights are out.
That's amazing.
And they enter with one lantern, and they blow it out and whisper, "We're here." And I always wanted to do that to, like, a random Grindr hookup. Just show up, like he's expecting just random
record time to get to Grindr.
And I show up with a lantern in their bedroom, and I just blow it out and, whisper, "I'm here." And their dude's like, "What the fuck? What do you mean here? I see you're here."
Oh, goodness. What were we talking about?
Well, I'm wearing Michael Kors.
Michael Kors.
Michael Kors shorts.
He was on the show?
I don't know. I didn't even know who Michael Kors was before I dated my ex-boyfriend. Like, he worked at Michael Kors, and I had no idea that it was a popular designer. And then my mother bought me these pajama shorts for Christmas one year, and they're comfortable.
I saw them on
But they also have a pee stain on them because when my penis dribbles after I pee, like I just did, the pee stain lingers because of the fabric. Do you know how different... Like, jeans, it goes away quite quickly. If you're not wearing underwear, you pee a little bit on your jeans. Why don't you just
spend a second and shake it, bro?
I shake it, but I don't know if there's something wrong with me. I don't think there's anything wrong with me.
Shake it once, that's fine.
Like, I discharge a lot of urine and pre-ejaculate and ejaculate. And it's not a problem. Like, I've been tested, and it's not painful, it's not discolored, it's just I'm a very wet person.
Yeah, you're glistening right now. Guys, so we debated back and forth, should we do another late night pod, or should we do an early morning? And we thought the humor would be interesting early AM.
Yeah, I texted Mike at 6:20 this morning.
He did? Is that true?
I did. I got up, I set my alarm, Mike. Because I didn't want to text you last night. I wanted to surprise you this morning.
6:21, yeah.
I thought it would be kinky if I surprised you this morning.
You should have done that. I was definitely.
I was gonna come over, but I was too tired, so I laid in bed.
So 7:18, I replied SRS.
Seriously?
So, yeah, and then.
Serious?
Yeah, but then.
Not even.
Then I was
seriously?
I was having some me time, and I was hoping you weren't going to show up then, and.
I knew that would be the case if I came over, that I would just be looking through that window in your door at you, rubbing one out.
Yeah.
Did you look at porn this morning?
No.
You have internet now.
I did, yeah.
I don't understand this. How you do this, like regularly? You just rub one out with no porn.
It's in my head, bro.
I get that, but don't you need a starter? Don't you need like a lift-off, like a little something? Like I can do it where I start to watch porn and then I stop, like my phone runs out of battery or something, and then I have to finish with no porn. But to get off the ground cold, like with nothing.
You don't wake up with just an erection ready to go?
Sometimes I do, but it's just more fun if I have something to look at.
Yeah, I don't. Well, that's not. Hey,
how's our sound? We didn't do a sound check.
I sound checked before you got here.
You sound checked for me? You can't replicate my beautiful velvety voice. Like, my beautiful velvety voice.
Your voice isn't so much velvety, it's more like 80 grain cotton.
What is that?
That's a joke. Like, the higher the cotton count...
Is that a slave joke?
No, the higher the... Egyptian cotton is very high count thread.
Is that an Egyptian slave joke?
Yeah. All the Egyptian listeners, I'm so sorry. To all our listeners in Cairo, I'm so sorry.
We're touching on some serious shit.
Peter brought a Think Thin bar.
I did, just in case I get hungry. I also, I started out this episode having to poop, but I peed instead. I'm gonna have to poop throughout the entirety of this episode.
Best by May 24th, 2017.
Yeah, girl, you don't...
These aren't good. This flavor is not good. Cream peanut butter can't possibly be good.
If I had 7 days to prepare for the apocalypse, you know how I would spend those 7 days?
Accumulating
Think Thin bars. Absolutely. I would go to every freaking grocery store that carries them in Florida, and I would buy them out.
Just get them on Amazon.
No.
So, let's see. What's new in your world this week?
Oh, nothing.
Astroglide tweeted back to us.
I saw that. That's great.
You didn't actually reply to my text there, though, when I sent you the screenshot.
No, but I do that a lot, though.
Yeah,
not reply to your text.
Do you have an iPhone yet?
I got it in the mail yesterday.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to pick it up. This is like...
Oh, it's at your parents' house?
No. This is a frustrating topic for me. I don't want the listeners to bore the listeners with this.
Guys,
but I'm going to talk about it anyway.
Before anyone wants to... Trigger warning, Peter currently has a droid.
I currently have a droid.
Trigger warning.
Why is that a trigger?
Because you can't be a serious person and have it. Girl, you're an adult. Grow
exactly.
up. Get an iPhone.
So, a few days ago, my droid stopped responding to my finger's touch. However, I could still use my stylus that my droid came with. So anytime I wanted to text, I had to take out my stylus pen, circa 2002 Palm Pilot era, and I would have to punch it in with the stylus. So I ordered an iPhone, online to come to my apartment where I pay rent, and it got here yesterday, but it was being held down in the
Your
apartment
office. Got it.
Right. And when I asked my roommates, can I go get it, they said, oh, we better go get it.
Oh, because you're not on the
why?
lease.
They said, oh, they were asking if you're a tenant. I was like, well, I am a tenant. They're like, yeah, but you're not on the lease. I said, well, we never discussed this. This was something we never discussed, and now I feel like, Death Cab for Cutie, I am a visitor here. I am not permanent.
That's not Death Cab for Cutie.
Postal Service.
God damn it! Shit! I'm so sorry to all of our indie listeners that Peter just lost all of his street cred.
I was so close.
And as you know,
I got the line exactly right, though.
But of course, my street cred remains intact.
Oh, God,
Peter's what we call a paper gangster.
But I feel exactly like that song. I've never related with the Postal Service more. And I've related a lot with them over the years.
It seems so out of context.
Long story short, I get my iPhone today whenever I go down to the goddamn apartment office and tell them that I'm the sex slave staying in apartment 352 and I have a package that I'd like to pick up.
Fantastic. Astroglide is not currently accepting sponsorships.
But you know what that means? That doesn't mean anything. That's just, if at first you don't succeed, get yourself up and try again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm going to turn this fan. Is the fan bothering you?
The fan is blowing the other way. Why would it be bothering you?
It's just loud. Let's turn it down a little bit.
No, the thing that is most bothering me right now is my bowels. Like, my bowels are really giving me trouble right now. And I have to pee again, even though I peed 5 minutes
too
ago.
early. You want to go?
No, I don't want to go. What I want more is to find out what is wrong with my body. What is wrong with my bladder? What is wrong with my bowels?
Right.
By the way, this is my best look right now. Like,
yeah,
this is how I get laid most.
Everyone said that, yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like, me in pee-stained sweatshorts and a 2-day t-shirt that I've been wearing for 2 days, mind you. 2 days straight. Not like yesterday and today, but like the day before yesterday and today. Like 48 hours, actually 3 days.
Did you have to work at any point in time?
Yeah, I was at work in this yesterday.
Oh, my God. Yesterday, my mom came over.
To work?
No, to this apartment.
To this domicile?
She's not seen a place I've lived in a couple years, yeah.
Where is she from? She's from here?
They're in the South Florida area.
This is your biological mother?
The one. And her and stepdaddy were driving up to St. Augustine for a vacay, and they stopped by and bought me a luncheon. So.
And they came in here and saw
just
it.
For a minute, yeah.
What did they say?
They were
impressed?
This is interesting.
Yeah?
No, I told them the history of the building. The same history I gave to you in episode 1.
Wow, why did we not get them on the fucking podcast?
You know what they told me? They were like, so I know they smoke a ton of weed, because my sister smokes a ton of weed.
Sure.
But they told me they don't support medical marijuana, but meanwhile, in Florida here, their car reeked of weed. They were smoking weed on the way up here.
Well, maybe they disagree with some of the stipulations in the statutes,
no,
like the monopoly.
You don't need it. And I was like, well, then why are you smoking recreational weed, idiots? Like,
that is strange. That's a little strange.
So they're classic white people. But that's that.
I thought your mom was black.
You know what? People get that a lot. 'Cause I'm so white.
I really thought your mom was black.
Just the way my attitude is, that's racist to you.
Yeah. Whoa.
I flipped a knife open at people.
Do we have this thing where we're going to bring weapons to
That's always in my
now?
pocket when I'm at the work sites.
Work sites?
Work site.
At work?
At the job site. I call it the job site.
Oh!
Peter almost dropped it on it, but it's closed.
Dropped a knife on my penis.
Well, goodness. What's today? Thursday?
Thursday is
Guys,
today.
if you're in the future, or the future's past, or the... What's that Justin Timberlake? Future Sound Sex?
Future Sex Sound Sandbags?
If you're into Future Sound Sex Sandbags, guys, it's Thursday, June 23rd, year of our Lord 2016. And
what does that mean, the year of our Lord?
I don't know.
Does it mean
I can speculate. Do you want me to speculate?
I do.
Does anybody on the pod? Is anybody listening? Oh, thank God he's speculating.
I mean, is it a paraphrasing or not a paraphrasing? Is it what AD means?
AD means Anno Domini.
Right. Yeah.
What
like
the
fuck does that mean?
Yeah. I think add a domino in Latin, and so every time a year goes by, God adds a domino to the domino board that is life.
That's a dumb guess.
What is it any more plausible than Jesus was a real person that lived and died on a cross for our sins?
No, I think it means after dick, because Jesus was a dick, and when he died, they just say...
Jesus was a good guy. His dad said all the bad stuff.
His dad?
God. His dad, God.
Oh, I thought you meant Joseph. I was like, what did Joseph ever do? Joseph
was a stepdad.
Joseph was just the poor old sucker
Jesus came from the first...
Joseph just got suckered into raising.
Joseph was a classic cuck.
Cuckold or cock?
Cuck.
Cuck, as in cuckold?
Yes.
Had that term even been invented yet?
He was the first broken home. Jesus' home.
Man.
The Christ home. Is that their last name, Christ?
So you're saying Joseph was cuckolded by God?
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure that's been said before, but not.
But wasn't Joseph given to Mary after Mary was impregnated? Wasn't God like, here, Mary, here's a man to take care of you now?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think they were dating. All you Christian listeners...
Yeah, write in.
Write in. We'd like to know the relationship history of Mary Magdalene and Joseph and God. That love triangle is really important to us.
Yeah, tweet us at Peter and Pal's pod. I tried to register...
I don't know why I called Jesus a dick. I'd like to apologize to Jesus right now. If you're listening, Jesus, I call everybody a dick. It's a term of endearment. You're a bitch, too. That's... If you prefer that, cunt. Jesus, you're a cunt. I say it with love.
God bless him.
But he's God. That's like saying bless yourself. He is God. Aren't they all the same?
You ever noticed how Christians? Oh God, here we go. They always say they're always talking about God as a big part of their life, and He knows all. He's got the master plan. Yet they spend all this time telling God what He already knows. Hey, I prayed about it. Really? Because doesn't He already know what you just said in your head?
Yeah.
It just seems strange to be like, if I were God, I'd be like, stop being a condescending bitch. I already know this shit, bro. Everyone thinks so micro, instead of macro.
I think the more time we spend talking about our true nature as existential nihilists, the more listeners we lose.
Hey, so I was listening to another podcast that's almost as popular as ours, and they were saying that Joe Rogan. They were saying that Bill W. from AA fame wanted to incorporate hallucinogenics into the program, but everybody else, Google this, everyone else turned them down. And because he had used
Wasn't he super Christian-y?
No, but he had used hallucinogenics to his benefit. People that have addictions say that mushrooms and LSD really help.
I believe that.
Yeah, and so he had positive experiences, but he had everyone else in the program had said, "Oh no, we're not gonna shut the hell up, bro. Get out of here."
Oh, Billy.
Yeah, and so it's interesting. I did mushrooms twice last year. It was amazing.
And what did you come out discovering? What
I had a better self peace. I don't know if that
self acceptance. I mean,
more or less. It was a very selfish experience. So I did both trips alone.
Oh God!
Yeah, that's how I roll. And so I took a
not roll trip.
Yeah, I took not a heroic dose as they would say, but just a good dose.
Do they say that?
Yeah.
I took a heroic dose.
McKenna, I think. Terrence McKenna says heroic dose.
Okay.
But I took a good dose, and the first time I just queued up a very long playlist and a white screen on the TV. I made the screen white and the rest of the room dark, and I let the music go, and I just kind of thrashed for hours on the bed. Just imagine laying on the bed and kicking your feet out back and forth.
Oh, I don't have to imagine.
Yeah,
Mike.
you know.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And so that was amazing. That felt really great. The second time I watched, I spent the first half of the trip watching Inherent Vice, Paul Thomas Anderson's latest.
Yeah, right. I haven't seen it.
And,
I love PTA. But
that was funny. And then I spent the rest of the time basically in silence, staring at the white screen, just kind of rubbing my face. It was amazing. But I
did you get down to the genital area?
No.
Yeah. Did you have mushroom dick?
I don't know what that means.
I mean, certain drugs affect your penis in different ways for different people.
Yeah,
like for me, mushrooms make me super horny, but I have to poop, so it's like a dichotomy.
It never crossed my mind. Yeah.
But Coke, for example, Coke gave me Coke dick. Like, just would shrivel back into itself. Like I would have a second belly button below my first belly button.
Double innie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, what else, dude?
I was having a great time following you on your psychedelic trip.
Yeah,
but I actually
you do anything like any holistic weird stuff like that? Like I've done.
Back in the day.
Like I've done float tanks a bunch.
Back in the day,
have you ever done a float tank?
I have wanted to do a float tank for so long.
It's okay. The first time I did a float tank, I did an hour session.
Am I allowed to pee in the tank?
I wouldn't do it. No, they have to watch. There's like 2,000 pounds of salt in there, and then they have to rinse it all out. You cannot pee.
Oh, so it's salt water.
Yeah, salt. You float on top, Peter. It's 98.6 degree water that you float on top of because the volume of
Is
salt.
that hot? That's not hot.
No, it's body temp. So you get in, and after a moment, so it's pitch black. After a moment, you feel like you don't notice the water because it's the same temperature as your skin. And since it's so dark, and the tank is big enough where you can reach your hand out and not touch the edge, depending what tank you're in.
So you're just like
eventually,
starfish.
People say, "Oh, when I'm claustrophobic, I can't do it." But the reality is, if you close your eyes, if you open them, you can't see anything anyway. You might as well be in infinite outer space. You know, that's how it feels.
Right.
Because even though you're enclosed in a pod, so I went in there, and I hallucinated for about half of the time.
You took mushrooms and did a float tank?
No,
you're saying
your brain projects all the
just went on a trip
because
there.
it's the only time that your body is disconnected from your brain for all practical purposes in your life.
I don't know about that.
In
sleep paralysis.
In a natural, well, yeah. So, and then the last half of the first experience, I fell asleep. They knocked on the tank and they woke me up. I thought 2 minutes had passed.
Right.
I went into the owner of the place's office and I sat down.
Give me a refund.
No, I cried.
What?
I was so emotional.
Excuse me. Sorry.
God, I was so emotionally charged after this experience that I wept like for joy. How can I feel this good? What I was saying.
Sure.
It was amazing. And then the second couple times, it was just like a nice, fun, relaxing experience. But your mind can go crazy places because your body's there's no outside sensory. You know,
so is it like so I'm floating on top of the water? Is it like I'm a precog in Minority Report?
Kind of, yeah. You're floating,
Agatha?
and
I would be Agatha
because of the Epsom salt. It's like kind of like slippery water. It feels like slippery. And of course, the magnesium in the Epsom salt relaxes you.
I always thought it was super cool when he's like carrying Agatha through the mall, and the moment where he
it's like that with the lid on it. Yeah,
he blocks himself with an umbrella. Or no, the balloons. The guy with the balloons walks by, and the pre-crime unit is chasing them. Great movie.
I saw an animated GIF of Tom Cruise in that movie where he's waving his hands around at the computer screen.
Yeah.
Only he's waving over puppies. Like, bring those puppies over here. Bring those puppies over here.
Sounds awful.
That was amazing.
Sounds awful. Sounds like the whitest thing ever. I think we need a sound effect for the whitest thing ever now. It's going to be Mike blowing into a straw into an iced coffee.
Just the sound of a white girl sipping on a latte.
So we're starting a new segment.
Finally, we get to topic. I've been waiting for this segment to
BVOTD.
BVOTD, of course.
Bible verse of the day. As for you, man of God, pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, gentleness. 1 Timothy 6:11. I think that's what my mug says. This is printed on my coffee mug.
You don't have any memorized? Like, here's one. Galatians 2:20.
Jesus wept.
No, you son of a bitch. Galatians 2:20. It's no longer I that lives, but Christ in me.
No longer what?
No longer I that lives, but Christ in me.
Is that like he bred you? Like
I think you die to yourself.
He fucked you bareback?
They say you die to yourself. It's a tattoo on my arm. No longer I.
Say it again.
Peter, let's go to the. Let's go to the word.
I don't want to go to the text.
Let's go to the word.
Oh God. Do you know what I'm talking about, though? It sounds like you're getting bred by Jesus Christ.
That's obviously what we want, but Romans, Corinthians, Ephesians, Colossians, Timothy, Hebrews.
You know, my New Testament rap was one of the things that got lost on our third episode.
No, people heard it. People have mentioned it to me.
Who mentioned it to you?
People from the places and...
Shout out to people from the places.
Yo.
I have to take it down so badly right now.
Am I good? If you walk away from this podcast,
you can
I'm going to read the Bible.
You can, it'll take 2 minutes. You can keep reading the Bible, and I'm just gonna take a real quick dump.
Why can't I find?
And then I'm gonna grab a monster from the fridge.
Peter is going to have his first monster of the day. It's a white monster.
Okay, but have you found the verse yet?
No.
Ooh, that's my book of the Bible, Peter.
Oh, okay.
I wrote that shit. Did you know me?
I got to go to the table of contents.
The little rock. Okay, I gotta go. Listeners, I'm really sorry. I'll be back in 120
Should we pause it?
seconds.
Should we just...
No, you gotta hold down the fort. I would do the same for you. I would do the same for you. We're making radio history right now. Peter is about to shit on the air.
The reality is Peter is going very not far. He just took 4 steps into the bathroom.
I'm right here, guys.
You can probably hit Galatians 2:20.
Leave the door open a little bit.
Yeah, leave the door open. Here we go.
Yeah.
I have been crucified with Christ, and it is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and delivered himself up for me.
Sounds like you just came in your asshole.
Yeah, I do not nullify the grace of God, for if righteousness comes through the law, then Christ died needlessly. And then if you listen closely, listeners, I'm going to drop this Bible on the ground, and I'm going to step on it. Just stepped on it.
Whoa!
I'm going to the fridge to get Peter a monster.
Wait. You can't leave me here. I'm still taking a dump.
Woo! Monster. Energy Zero Ultra.
Give me 30 seconds. I'm wiping.
At monster.com. Check it out. Please sponsor us. This whole podcast, we sound like such thirsty bitches trying to get sponsorships from various places like Monster.
It's important.
How else are we going to support? How are we going to quit our jobs if Monster can't sponsor us? If Trojan Boys,
get fired.
We could what?
We could get fired.
No one's going to fire me from any job again. This guitar's out of tune, and I'm going to.
Alright, now I have to walk to the kitchen because Mike's a savage and doesn't have any soap in his sink in the bathroom.
So guys, for the listeners, I don't leave toothbrushes or soap in the bathroom. I do all the hand washing in the sink, in the kitchen. Because it's not a place to clean yourself.
What is not? The bathroom? That's like the sole purpose of the bathroom. Have you ever douched, Mike?
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what that means? Have you ever washed your anus out with a fleet? With a douche?
No.
I wouldn't expect you to. I'm just curious if you ever played around with it. I've never done it.
But I googled it. They say you can use an eardropper, an ear squeezer thing.
Well, you could use a fucking turkey baster.
Yeah.
But I mean,
bigger the better.
I'm just curious because I've never done it, which is shocking. I should have done it. I should have experimented with it, but I've heard different arguments. I've heard douching's bad for you, that you need to just use soap and water and wash really thoroughly, and that's what I do when I want to get my asshole clean.
I feel like we really need to have better topics. We always come back to butts. You need to run.
Every podcast needs a hook. Every podcast needs a topic, and ours is assholes.
That's a monster I just cracked for Peter.
That was the worst plug ever. Like what you just... Monster 0 calories, 0 sugar.
Yeah.
Monster Energy.
Energy, yeah. It's not too early for you at all.
Energy 0 Ultra. This looks like just a big
hang on.
white
Let me
dildo.
get a photo of you for the Twitter here. Look seductive. Oh yeah, guys.
I haven't had a monster in a while.
Check out our Twitter at Peter
bit.
and Pals Pod. I'm putting the pics up right now.
Made me choke.
It's not the first time you've said it made me choke. At Monster.
Next week.
At Monster Energy.
I'm gonna either between now and next week's podcast, I'm either gonna purchase myself or borrow an anal douche from someone.
Is that something you want to borrow?
Yeah, it's clean. It's used for cleaning. All right, I'll borrow from someone I trust, and I will report back on my experience.
Yeah, perfect. This is going to be great. So, for whatever reason, podcast number 4, got a ton of downloads.
Really?
Like 100. And
Really?
podcast 5, not so many. I don't understand what's going
Well,
what the differences
There's
are.
been more time since podcast 4 for people to download. Are you saying those downloads all happened within a week of podcast 4?
Yes. I don't understand what the deal is.
Well, we have the goddamn SoundCloud Pro thing. Can't we analyze it and see what the deal is?
We also have...
Is it the bots?
We also have...
Because I love me the bots.
We also have a...
If you're a bot and you were listening,
oh
thank you
God.
for your
Again
patronage.
with the bots. We also have a pod track that does our analytics for us. And
This is gross. Why am I drinking?
I drink a ton of Monsters. You don't like it?
I mean, it's gross in a great way, Monster. If you're listening,
I drink
it's delicious.
I drink the double tall that looks like the big ass looks like a big. Don't stroke it like that, okay?
I was just getting the condensation off. That's what I do. I stroke it, and it looks a little sexual. I kind of take my thumb and rub it a little bit. I don't like big dicks like that. I don't.
No, that's way too big.
It makes me feel like
And
I'm not wanted
would-
here. Like, what am I doing here with my dick if there's a dick like that in the room? I'm not welcome.
You know what you need to do is watch a little international porn to get a perspective on what dicks look like overseas.
What do you mean? What? That doesn't make any sense.
In America, everyone has got a beautiful giant cock. And here,
In porn?
yeah, but if you look at like amateur international porn,
Oh, yeah, they're little dicks.
yeah, it's all like weird looking dicks and strange dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chatterbait. If you look at Chatterbait,
I'm not looking at Chatterbait.
you gotta look at Chatterbait early in the morning so that you're still getting like Europeans, before Americans wake up. So anyway,
Well, today you're getting all the Brexit Chatterbaits.
is that happening tomorrow?
That's today.
Or
Today, there's a referendum in the UK to leave the European Union.
It's really going to ruin everyone's economy if they do that.
Not Chatterbait.
And it doesn't
accounts.
really
It's not
change
gonna have
much.
a-
Doesn't really change much for them, as according to what's the guy?
John Oliver.
John Oliver. Yeah, that's
Yep.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I watched it. It was great. We
I just-
love him.
do what you
John
want.
Oliver, give us a shout. We love your show.
Yeah.
Long time fans.
I mean, yeah.
We want to be just like
since
you.
2015.
We want to be just like you.
I wish I could spout out he doesn't make those analogies off the top of his head.
What analogies?
Like, it's like blah 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 blah.
He's not Australian, and he's also not impaired when he does his show.
He does. You know what I'm talking about when he does like a weird, like he'll ruin the moment, like a serious moment with an analogy.
Brexit. It sounds like a terrible granola bar that you buy at the airport.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Is that what he said?
That was one of those things. I just watched it last night.
Yeah.
That's all I can remember.
Oh, I watched it on Monday.
That's what I got from you, John Oliver. That
That's
Brexit
all I've
sounds like
gleaned.
a terrible
Yeah.
granola bar.
Hey, based on those metrics, get out.
I feel like we're talking over each other a lot this episode, so I apologize for the listeners. I know this isn't what you want. We've let you down.
I trampled the Bible.
But at least I was in the bathroom taking a shit, and I actually still managed to talk over you. I was yelling in there.
I did it for you guys, podcast.
No, I
listeners.
think you did it for me. You know how I like that shit. I like the shock value. I like the stepping on the Bible shit.
I'm gonna hit Peter with the Bible now.
Okay, not on the head, please.
Oh, that's where I was gonna hit you. In the
That's
face.
early in the morning. Okay, just do it. Get it over with. Oh. See, that was actually kind of enjoyable.
Oh yeah.
When someone slaps me, I don't like it. When someone hits me in the bedroom with their hand, but use a foreign object, and it's kinky.
Yeah, it wasn't me, Peter. It was the Bible. When I used
The
to
Bible that got me off, that was the fact that was why I liked it.
Well, so I used to rent a room from this family 100 years ago, and they had all these kids, and they would spank. They were spankers,
Right.
but they would always use a little paddle or a belt or something. That
An
way,
object, yeah.
That way he would say, well,
It's not sexual.
don't let me have to go get the belt. It's not me that's going to spank you. It's the object.
Right.
It's the object you want to fear. I'm going to get that object. And,
Right.
And anyway,
Were they pro gun? Because that would have been ironic.
they were not. They probably were pro guns, but they didn't have any.
Because people don't kill people. Guns kill people.
They just didn't. It wasn't on their radar to have guns.
Okay, they preferred. They were a little kinkier than that.
They were not. No,
They were kinky. If they had different types of belts
I mean,
to hit their children with,
different colors like blue, black, brown belts.
and I bet they left different marks.
No,
and
I
they would
don't-
take pictures
no,
of them
no,
and
sorry.
catalog them in the basement. Did you ever get hit by one?
Pump the brakes. No, not one of those. My grandmother took the paddle with the ball on the end of it, and it would
Paddle ball, yeah.
My grandmother took that.
No, it was more of
She cut the string off. Okay, on one side she sewed a pillow, and on the other side it was just the wood. And I would be in trouble, and she would say, "Oh, I'm just going to use the pillow side. You weren't that bad." And then at the last second, she'd turn it around and hit me with the wooden side. And every time, Grandma. Yeah, back when I went to elementary school,
I bet Grandma was a spitfire in her sorority.
she did not go to college. Your mom goes to college, Peter. When I was in elementary school back in the day, they used to have the principal had a paddle on the wall, like framed, like the glory days.
Right.
If only I could use this again. That's what he was thinking, probably.
Right.
I was in there I was a bad elementary schooler.
Right.
Totally reformed after that, but anyway.
One of my math teachers in high school would call all the black kids to the front of the class.
Here we go.
He wanted them to sit in the front of the class.
To what? Keep an eye?
No, because he thought they were slower learners.
That's terrible. One of my
Mr. Brown was his name, ironically.
Mr. Brown. One of my
He was a very small man.
one of my PE teachers.
He was a very small man.
Came in one day after the weekend on a Monday morning. We all knew he was an alcoholic, right? But
Yeah.
he comes in and he's wearing like a Hawaiian shirt, with a button-up Hawaiian shirt, and we're like,
With
"What's
a little vomit dribble on it.
No, but I was like, what's going on with this shirt? And he goes, "Hey kids, let me tell you something about health and life sciences or whatever." And he undoes the shirt, right? Shows us his bare chest, and there are paddle marks on his chest where he died over the weekend, and the paddles brought him back. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. He's probably dead now. Whatever. All right, we're gonna play a new game, okay?
I just needed a moment.
Yeah, we
I
all
just
need.
needed a moment.
We all need a moment. Peter, we're gonna play a new game that we spent hours workshopping this, okay, listeners, and
Okay.
this is a game called Guess That Song.
That's a dumb name.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And
We should have spent more time workshopping this.
this is definitely not something that I'm making up right now. You know,
Can you just hum the song for me?
no, it's gonna be. You're not gonna know any of these.
Do you think the listeners like it when I get really annoyed with you?
That's never happened. Can you guess what this song is?
Yeah, Mike Posner.
Good.
Is
Good.
he Jewish? Is he not Jewish?
He's great. I love that
Is he white?
song.
Is he black?
I love that song.
I don't know. I prefer his earlier work, Drug Dealer Girl. Won't you be my drug dealer girl? Won't you be my... What is this?
You have to tell us.
Jack Johnson.
No, it's Adele.
That's Adele?
Yeah.
It's Adele featuring Jack Johnson. This was all you. This was all you.
So
That's my Adele voice.
the other day I was talking.
That was pretty good.
I was talking to somebody and I said, "What the fuck happened to what's the girl from the European Idol, the British Idol? She was like super fat and she did
What?
She did I Dreamed a Dream.
Oh, Susan Boyle?
Whatever happened to where's I'm concerned.
She just got arrested.
No, stop
Yeah,
it.
She just got removed from an airport. She
No,
did.
fuck you.
Yes, she did. Look it up.
I'm like, what the hell happened to Susan Boyle? I'm concerned.
She made her money.
She did make her
She
money.
made her money. She dreamed a dream and she dreamt it.
I
and
love
lived
that
it.
she like really cleaned up.
I'm gonna need you to take like 6-inch step back from the microphone right now.
Susan Boyles was screaming in the street when her new cat.
Oh, my nose.
I feel like
I feel like I just blew a 7-gram rock right
I feel
now.
I have to poop now. Oh, her new cat vanished at midnight.
What?
The star was devastated when her old cat, Persian pedigree Pebbles, died recently, age 16, and was horrified when her new pet disappeared.
I apologize. I gotta eat this thin bar right now.
Yeah, you're not... You need to definitely have more calories in your life.
Is Think Thin itself the brand that we want to be plugging right now? Or is it like a Nestle company or something?
Yeah, probably.
Hold on. No, this is its own company. Think Thin. If you're listening, I spend about a quarter of my paycheck on your fucking bars. So please sponsor us. Guys, if you want to be thin like me and unhealthy...
If you're a nutritionist, email in to peter@peterimpals.com and get him on a nutrition program because you can't eat eating these bars all the time. Peanut butter, I can smell it.
I like them because they look like feces.
I just wish we could get away from poop humor.
That's what the listeners want, is potty humor. They want potty comedy. Toilet comedy.
Look
bathroom
at this.
comedy.
We're already 41 minutes in. It means we can end this podcast soon. Should we just go 2 hours? Is that what they want?
No, that's not what they want.
What do you want?
I wanted to talk about how are you, Mike? Like, what's going on in your life? Like, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
I know you're not okay. It's okay. By the way, listeners, hold on. Just shut up for a minute.
You know that's a song.
I just want everybody out there to know.
Ask me a question and tell me to shut up. Perfect.
That it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah. I think we live in a culture that especially now, that says if you're not fine, because the Instagram and Twitter and Facebook has led us to believe that everyone has these beautiful, perfect lives, and you need the broad spectrum of emotions to be a functional, adapted human being. You know, if you don't have any struggles, if there's not a point in your life where when you have doubts or when you're scared, then you're not normal.
If you're not waking up with a raging heart-on every day,
and masturbating from memory,
and crying, then you're not getting the full breadth of the human experience.
You know, I don't cry in the mornings. It's at nighttime when I can't turn my brain off.
I only cry in the car.
Do you?
Yeah. Cry a lot in the car.
Why? Would you cry on the way over here?
No. Not this morning.
I heard that Kim Kardashian handled evidence in the OJ case mistakenly, in the 1990s.
As a child?
Yes. Because, her dad was the lawyer.
What, did she, finger herself with it?
There was a briefcase full of, why do you always have to go? I mean, come on. Have some respect for Kanye's wife.
Are we about to break up right now? If I'm not allowed to do vagina humor, asshole humor, and poop humor, then I'm going to go start my own podcast called Peter.
Peter, we were going to have a guest on the show, and Peter said he can only come on if I have an air horn, and anytime he says something I find offensive, I can blow the air horn.
Yeah. I'm about to just start screaming right now in place of that air horn until you leave. Like the fucking House Democrats. I'm just going to scream
what are they
over
thinking?
Paul Ryan. They're doing their little publicity stunt, and it's great. I love it. I'd do it. I'd do it too. I'd sit with them.
No, it's a bad idea.
It's a great idea. It's good for them.
Whatever.
It's good for them. What they're doing is good for them. What Paul Ryan's doing is good for him. They're all serving their own self-interest. And yes, I am on their side. I sit with them. I stand with them, whatever they're doing right now, perching with them, periscoping with them. I'll periscope with them.
I saw a great tweet that said, "Oh, good! Finally, the Democratic Party is where it belongs, resting on the technology of Facebook and Twitter."
I don't get it.
Periscope and Twitter, that's where the.
What do you mean? Is where they belong?
Just it's this is what we've come to is relying on this technology to support the Democratic
What's wrong
Party.
with that? That was behind the fucking Arab Spring. It's behind a lot of social progress.
It's a joke, okay? It's a joke.
Why is it a joke?
Guys, look at my retweets.
I don't want to be as jaded as you,
You'll see it in my retweets, at Mike Lonscombe on Twitter. Don't unfollow Peter and Pals Pod on Twitter if you're
what? What? Don't unfollow us.
Let's
Are
look
you kidding me?
Okay, look. 13 followers, okay?
I'm gonna this week. I get my fucking iPhone and I'm gonna start tweeting
at the best cams. Unfollow us.
What?
Yeah.
What is that?
Most of our followers are bot spams. Okay. At Mr. Hip Hop with 2 P's, page 66. Unfollow us.
Stop telling our fans to unfollow us.
At Chris.
What are you doing?
Christian TR.
No. Follow us. Follow us and write in at how dumb Mike is. Please tweet us.
At Miss Trial. Unfollow us.
That's one of our coworkers. No. Are you kidding me? That's a great picture. Triel, if you're listening, that is a sexy picture of
Unfollow.
you. Hey. I'm about to blow the air horn right now. I'm about to blow the air...
But not the Jamaican air...
No.
Okay, not
that was
that
a
one.
terrible Jamaican air horn that you just did.
Let's hear... How does it go?
It's gonna go... Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? I'm sorry. Wait, let me do another one. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Mike just fell over. Mike fell over.
just fell over.
Stop. Okay, I that was the best I could do, alright?
Okay, guys, refollow us. Go back on the...
Please refollow. Mike, I'm about to send you in a timeout. You no longer get 2 iced coffees per show.
Yeah. Oh, I'm making a header photo.
Alright, we're not going to talk about politics anymore because you and I just can't get along. Let's talk about Harry Potter.
The book canon or the movies?
The movies. Okay, fuck the books.
Would you take Cho Chan to prom? Or to the Yule Ball?
You know I like Chinese girls.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because Jenny's waiting.
But how can you not find her mispronunciation of Expelliarmus to be endearing as fuck?
Who, Jenny's or Cho's?
No, Cho.
Because she's Asian?
Expelliarmus!
It's because she's Asian. But, got it.
She's not Asian, she's Chinese.
She's not Chinese.
She is too.
No, let me Google this.
Both her first name and last name start with CH.
C-H-O-C-H... Oh, Cho... Chan? It's Chang. Cho Chang?
Cho Chang.
Yeah, we're...
Cho Chang.
We're definitely racist. I'm
Cho
so sorry.
Chang Chinese.
Okay, let's see here. Well, she's British, though. Why do we say that? Like, why do we say, like Americans? Well, you know, I'm part German, but I'm also part. They'll say I'm also part Canadian. Well, no, you're not.
Well, I would just like to say, instead of saying I'm white, I'm awful. I'm just gonna start saying I'm awful. Which pisses off so many people. They're like, why are you associating white people with bad things? Isn't that like...
If someone said that to you? I don't know if someone said that to you.
Oh, yeah. Like leftists.
The regressive leftists. If you're, what's his name? Rubin Report.
Who?
Rubin. The Rubin Report. What's that guy's name?
I'm getting dangerously close to dangerous faggot territory right now. I feel like I'm playing right into your hands, Mike. And the Fox News
what's his fucking name?
I feel like we could get Fox News to sponsor
Rubin
us.
Report.
I think we could be like the comedic right-wingers that they've been looking for. Because they tried to do the whole Dennis Miller thing.
Oh,
it didn't work.
They had Gretchen Carlson. Listen... Dave Rubin is a gay kind of mid conservative / progressive person, but he invented this term that he coined called the regressive left, which is basically the authoritarian left that tells like if you as a gay white man have
You're right.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. Bill Maher is always
Yeah.
decrying them. He, I hate liberals, all that stuff.
Yeah,
I have a serious question for you.
Go.
Kill, fuck, marry. Gretchen Carlson,
Yep.
Megyn Kelly,
Yep.
or Maria Bartiromo.
I don't know who Maria Bartiromo is.
She's on CNBC. I think I got her name wrong.
No.
She
Make the third one Rachel Maddow.
Rachel Maddow? No, that's not fair.
Kill Gretchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck Megyn Kelly.
And you
Marry Rachel Maddow for sure.
Yeah, you'd gay marry Rachel
Absolutely.
Maddow.
I'd have to have sex with her.
She's
though.
already married.
She'd have to let me. She'd have to willingly
married.
have sex.
She has a wife.
We can get married in Utah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay. Are you ready?
I genuinely love Rachel. If you, well, she's pissed me off a couple times, but if you're listening, Rachel,
that whole Hillary Clinton thing was really annoying. When she interviewed
listening,
Hillary at the one of those town halls, so pandering.
She does pander. But I do love you, Rachel, and I want to be on your show one day. So don't judge me.
Okay. Marry, fuck, kill. Rick Scott.
Oh, God.
Marco Rubio, Bill Nelson.
Kill.
Got it. You know, Marco... Oh, here we go again. Marco said many times that he would be a private citizen come January.
Yeah, we know.
Now he's back in the... Listen, he's back in the Senate race against my boy, Augustus Sol Invictus.
Mike, we're not a news show.
Augustus Invictus is going to be speaking in Kissimmee in a few weeks, and we're going to go. We're going to go cover it.
We got to... Who is that guy? Augustus Gloop?
Augustus Sol Invictus is an attorney from the Orlando area.
Right.
He is running for state senate, or for United States Senate, in Marco Rubio's vacated seat. Okay? He literally walked to like the Gobi Desert and sacrificed a goat and drank its blood in a pagan ritual.
Okay.
And we're going to go he follows me on Instagram. We are going to go and hear him speak.
I'm going to make a Gloop 2016 sign.
We're going to hear him speak. It's going to be amazing.
I'm going to make a Gloop Wonka 2016 sign.
He has basically usurped himself into the Libertarian Party of Florida, and people are upset. Anyway.
Clearly you are.
I like it.
We are not a news show, people. If you're listening to us and you're upset, I hear you.
The problem is I spend so much time... Oh, yeah, you're screaming at the radio right now.
They are.
Allison's... I don't know what you're talking about.
They are.
Shut up, idiots.
They've tuned out by now.
Yeah.
This is an awful episode.
Rebecca.
We're never doing a morning
Sorry,
episode
Rebecca.
again.
Oh, this is bad.
If we're doing a morning episode, it's going to be like 4 in the morning.
My two coffees have kicked the fuck in.
We have been talking over each other this entire episode.
Okay, spend some time with yourself. I'm going to pee.
All right. I would like to address the listeners right now. Because I have some...
I can hear you when I'm in here. Don't say
I know. I know. It's all going to be about Mike. I just want to talk about Mike right now. I just want to talk about Mike. I want to apologize for anything he's said. And I want to immediately retract that apology. So I want both the benefit of the apology and the benefit of not apologizing. So I want to apologize and not apologize at the same time. So anyone who's offended can still like our show. And anyone who likes our offensive nature can still like our show. So that's out of the way. Oh, what's going on in my life? A lot of good stuff. We've done this 6 weeks in a row. I think that deserves a pat on the back. If you're still listening, God love you. God love you. We're going to be big one day, and these terrible, shitty first episodes are going to be like those audition tapes they show you for Glee when Leah Michele came in, and she owned it. She owned it.
Like with Jimmy Fallon's audition for SNL.
That's a little before my time, bud.
I hate that. Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, you just turn off you turn off the light and bring in a citronella candle?
Mm.
Ew.
It's not citronella. It's a blue candle. Now we see. Pete, remember last week I was worried about the. See, it's doing the thing that I want now. The recording.
Yeah, no, it's following the little soundscape. Here's what I want from you listeners. I want you to write in and tell us what you want. What are we doing right? What are we doing wrong?
They need to make reviews on iTunes.
Review it on iTunes, post on Facebook, write a message on my dick while you're sucking it behind the dumpster.
Come on, man.
That's what I intend to do. Come on, man. Come on, a man.
Come on, man.
Or if you're Chinese and you have a vagina, you can come my way.
Oh. Meng. Well, Meng is like Latin. What's up, Meng?
What?
Cuban.
Do you know any Latin? Ecce. That's look. Ecce.
Oh, Latin? No, I know,
Noctua. That's owl.
I know, Wingardium Levioso.
That's not Latin.
There's very few Latin spells in Harry Potter, in the Harry Potter lore. Expecto Patronus, I think, is one of them. I'm
confused. Why did we turn off the lights?
I brought this candle. We need a mood change.
So what are we gonna do now? We're gonna hold a seance?
I just wanted to see your face in a softer light.
I don't blame you. I look like a fucking train wreck right now.
You didn't have time to do your face.
I told you I was coming dirty. I texted Mike. I said, I'm coming dirty. And he said, okay, baby.
I think you need to focus less on your physical appearance and more on who you are.
I think I need to focus a lot more on my physical appearance.
Have you been working out?
No, the last 2 weeks have been kind of tough. I've only done like a little bit. It's been hard to get back to things. But I will. And after I get a new tattoo, I always get paranoid about excessive movement, which is so stupid. But I have, like, fears.
No matter where you get a tattoo, someone always touches it directly the next day.
Oh, yeah. Someone touched it last night. They were like, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's okay. But inside, I was like, fuck you!
Peter got a tattoo where the dark mark goes in Harry Potter.
That's true. I should have gotten have you ever seen people with, like,
I almost got a Harry dark mark.
You should. I've never seen one in real life.
I wanted a Deathly Hallows, too. It's so simple.
No, that one, too many people have
played out, right?
Actually, I don't mind. A lot of people have this. I have 2 matchies on my body right now. I really like matching tattoos.
What's matching tattoos? Oh,
matchies,
someone else.
Like someone you and someone else have the same tattoo.
I think I've got a matching tattoo or two.
Honestly, 3 out of my 4 tattoos other people have. The rocket ship. Somebody has this one. Not the exact one. All of my tattoos other people have, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
So I think we should get matching tattoos. Listeners, what tattoo would you like to see Mike and I get?
A dick butt.
If you get a dick butt, I will get a dick butt. I swear to God, Mike. You name the place.
I don't have the money for this, though.
I'll pay for it.
The revenue from this podcast needs to pay for it.
I will pay for it.
Oh, perfect.
I swear to God, Mike. Where do you want to get?
I'm off tomorrow.
Neck?
We can't have neck tats at our business.
Yes, you can.
No.
That girl from that one department has it.
She's grandfathered
in.
Yeah,
are you kidding me?
Yeah, neck and face tats I think are out now. Yeah,
there's a big difference between a neck and a face tat. Why would those be lumped together?
Because they're draconian assholes.
What is the difference between putting a mark on your face and putting a hole in your face? Okay,
what's the difference between putting on makeup every day to make yourself look like you're
exactly? I agree.
Like maybe this tattoo on my face shows how many people I fucking murdered. Deal with it, job.
Yeah.
Obviously. And I mean, even right now, accept me as I am. I haven't murdered anybody, and there's no proof of it on my face. Okay? Deal with it.
Or you could just be wearing a lot of cover-up.
Concealer. But I get notices on my phone when someone, likes a post. It's usually
I do get the notices, but I would have to pull out my stylus in order to receive it. Absolutely.
This is a photo from, let's look.
Black and white's very flattering.
There's a book called Crooks Like Us.
I love a bad boy.
All mugshots from like the 20s.
Ooh.
And 1922, September 29th.
You could have used that as porn this morning. I could have.
You could have. This is like a Peaky Blinders kind of guy. Not specific gay porn,
I didn't ask about specific gay porn. I'm just saying you don't ever watch gay porn.
We did
talk about this, but since the last time we talked about it, have you watched any gay porn?
Do you count like
MMF?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't count it as gay, but I count it as on the spectrum.
Yeah, then sure.
Was there like a little MM action in the MMF, or was it
not
all
always?
Just like
I wish there was though.
Eiffel Tower? Absolutely.
When you look at MMF,
get over
when
yourself.
You look at MF porn, it's almost like it's 2 guys pretending another guy wasn't there. I want her to like rub their dicks together.
Yep.
Like you know what I mean? Like just embrace it.
Absolutely.
He's there, embrace it.
Right. And her being there, so not gay, makes it so not gay, guys. So just let it go.
Yeah,
let it go.
Unless you come on his
straight,
face.
so straight, bros.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that.
I think he can still come on his face and it not be gay. That's fine. It's totally cool.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with it. Go ahead.
What song are we going to end with today? Ooh. We did not plan an ending song. How about I go to my YouTube.
Mike Posner?
Since that's the only way... No. Since this is the only way I have of
I identify with that
right
song, like, not really in the way that he talks about being a rich guy, but just that he did have an alcohol problem, and he did do... the government of Ibiza was upset with that song because they have that music festival there, and they were adamant, no one does drugs on Ibiza.
No one does drugs here.
And they do.
So we determined the outro song by going to my YouTube history and looking up the last song on there. And so this is what we're going to play. Can you cue it up on the computer?
Absolutely. Let me just... That's me typing.
Oh, am I going to play it off my phone?
No, we're going to play it for real.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Wink, wink. Technology.
Yeah, I was queuing it up.
Guys, next week we may or may not have dick butt tattoos to show you on the air.
You really do need to follow us on Twitter.
We may or may not be talking over us a little less because we're not going to do it in the morning with 6 cups of coffees.
Is that
we did?
Did I just do it just then?
A little bit. Yep.
It's the caffeine.
Yep. But any closing thoughts, Mike, for the next week?
Let's not be done yet. Let's wait.
The people want to go.
They don't have anything to do.
The people want to go.
Listen, right now...
Give me one more topic.
Right now...
You can have one more topic.
There are beautiful women and men, and they're in their car, and they're on a long drive. They just paid the toll. They're pulling away from the toll booth. They're rolling the window up. They sense the barometric pressure dropping, and a single drop of rain falls onto the windshield. Luckily, they use Rain-X. It glides away with ease, and then they turn the volume up to 11, up then to 12 because they don't like odd numbers, so that the volume has to be on an even number. And then they're cruising along. Just the light from the dashboard is illuminating their face. What are you pointing at?
Speak louder.
No, I'm so close. I've come in closer and I've lowered my voice so to be very intimate.
That's good. I just want people to hear it.
Oh, they can hear the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The light from the dashboard is illuminating their beautiful eyes, and you reach down into your purse. She's reaching into the purse and she pulls out a car charger powered dildo. She plugs it into the charger. Yeah, she unplugs her iPhone from the charger, and she plugs the dildo into the cigarette lighter, and she plugs it in, and it starts a delightful buzz sound. So over the sound of my voice, she's buzzing that dildo. Slow at first, and then, but now she's at the part of this podcast where I'm falling over laughing, and it spoiled her mood. Okay, she's upset now. She turns the overhead dome light on, right? And she reaches into her purse again. She pulls out a cigarette. She quit smoking, but she keeps a pack in her purse just in case for those nights at the bar. And she lights the cigarette, puts down the window a crack, inhales and deeply drags, and then puffs it out. She coughs a little because it's been a while. She only drinks when she smokes, and she only drinks 6 or 7 nights a week, so she's still new to all this. She's finding her bearings in this world, Student loans are overwhelming. Her parents are always calling, asking her, "What's the next step in life, honey? What are your plans? What's going on? Can you just keep us more connected in your life?" But Mom, we're friends on Facebook. Just check my statuses, But all the statuses are vague, about basically subtweets about guys she's seeing,
But they just want to know she's okay.
I'm doing fine. I would call if I was really upset. I would call if something was actually wrong.
Okay.
And so she's in her car, she's smoking, but she's not going to finish the whole cigarette, because it's a Marlboro Red, and she's just not...
Is it a 100?
It's not a 100. She's just a hard motherfucker, so she smokes Reds, but only half Reds.
Okay.
And so why not just smoke Blend 20?
It's a 72.
That's right. Or Blend 27s or 72. Just smoke the short one, yeah, because you're sort of going to waste it anyways.
Right.
And so you're in the car, you're pulled up to another fucking toll booth, because you're on the 417, and there's just toll booths every 3 minutes. And so, girl, wherever you are, if you're listening right now, you just know that Peter and pals, we love you, we have your back. Things are going to be okay for you. And we want you to write in, follow us on Twitter, like, rate, and subscribe. And God bless you for listening to this episode. We're so sorry. Trojan, Bright House, Peach Cobbler, Peach Valley. Maybe that's why they don't sponsor us, because I keep getting the name wrong. Astroglide HQ on Instagram. And Peter's got one last thing for us, which starts right now.
Jesus Christ, please forgive me. Things Happen by Dawes.
Stop, bring out each memory till I get every drop. Sift through the details of the others involved. The true crime would be thinking it's just one person's fault. Like an honest signature on a fake ID, like the guilty conscience with the innocent plea. You can just ignore it, put it out out of mind. But ain't it funny how the past won't ever let something lie? Let's make a list of all the things the world has put you through. Let's raise a glass to all the people you're not speaking to. I don't know what else you wanted me to say to you. Things happen, that's all they ever do. In a different time, on a different floor, I might mourn the loss of who I'm not anymore. So I'm driving up to Oakland for a good look back and a few revisions to my plan of attack. Let's make a list of all the things the world has put you through. Let's raise a glass to all the people you're not speaking to. I don't know what else you wanted me to say to you. Things happen, that's all they ever do. I think I'll see Lily, see where she stands. I can't help how I feel, I don't think anyone can. Sometimes we're lovers, sometimes we're friends. Behold the magnetism between two dead ends. Let's make a list of all the things the world has put you through. Let's raise a glass to all the people you're not speaking to. I don't know what else you wanted me to say to you. Things happen, that's all they ever do. Let's make a list of all the speed that we pushing through. Let's raise a glass to all compelled to run out baby shoes. I don't know what else that you want me to say to you. Things happen, that's all they ever do. That's all they ever do. That's all they ever do. That's all